3, Blackburn Rovers 0. Oh, sorry. Sheffield United 3, Blackburn Rovers 0. It seems to be a case of rinse and repeat for Blackburn Rovers as we suffer a second 3-goal defeat in the last 3 or 4 days. Can we bounce back this coming week? We'll take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks. Back to give another match review, looking back, of course, to the latest 3-0 drop-in by Blackburn Rovers as we took on Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. And we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang it, all things Rovers related, Championship related, World Cup related later this year, of course. Now, before we jump in the deep end, of course, make sure you give us a love it, of course, over on the Discord there, and also your one-stop shop for Blackburn Rovers content right here, of course. Big shout out to Blue Rose Capital, our sponsor of this video, and again, a big shout out to the VIPs. They are the Patreons, of course. We are making a push for the Football Content Creator Awards, so please do us a favour and vote. There is a link in the description. Better still, there is a graphic on the screen right here, right now. Take a picture, cut the #, vote Roverseas. We are looking to go for the best content creator for the Football League, the best, content creator overall, and some other stuff in there. So make sure you do just that. Vote. But of course, we're now talking about Rovers and the shit show that was this past weekend. Then shall we jump in the deep end, of course, and re-examine how it all digested on Saturday against Sheffield United. So here we go then, shall we take a long hard look at it. Of course, 3-0 drop in again. It seems to be the similar story now. We got smashed, of course, midweek against Reading, and we got smashed this week on the road against Sheffield United. Oliver Norwood with a banger on the 31st minute free kick. They are blessed with free kick takers. They had about 6 or 7 of the guys that could have had a crack at this themselves, and each and every one of them probably would have scored this. It was dead central, good shot, good free kick, and yeah, we are so envious of having because we got no dead ball takers, we got no set piece takers, nothing, and bloody Sheffield United got 10 of them. So even probably Foddering could probably put the ball in the back of the net. But anyway, that's of course the open up score, and then we held our own. We tried to get back into the game in the second half, but ultimately we were just too garbage, too thin on the ground, too paper thin all over the place. As Sheffield United took full advantage in the second half with Iliman Ndiaye with a couple of goals there, 73rd minute to put the game to bed, and then put Cherry on top with an absolute screamer, schooling Pickering at the back, Ayala at the back, put them on their arse really, and put the ball in the back of the net. Good goal, worthy of the win. And as you can see, the stats are one-sided. We did have more possession than they had more possession than we did. But 23 shots by Sheffield. 23 shots. We had 3. 3 fucking shots. That's a dismal. It's a disgrace, considering we have one of the alleged best forwards in the league with only 3 shots. One of them was off target. 2 of them on target, but not, or was it really? 7 shots unsaved. It's just, we got a footballing lesson, not only today, but this past week. And surely, I know GDT is getting a bit of a flack, a bit of pushback maybe from some fans right here and now. It's not his problem right now. This is the squad he's inherited. He's picked up a couple of players, but really, we've lost 7 in the course of over the summer, and a lot of experience has gone out the doors. And I know people will already, and I will too, look at the Rothwell, maybe had been replaced by Smodic. Nyambi's maybe been replaced by Britton, but we haven't replaced Lenihan. We haven't replaced Bradley Johnson. We haven't replaced Jacob Davenport, and there are others as well. Van Heck has not been replaced. Kadra has not been replaced, and we'll talk about him in a minute. So there are players. There are 5 players. I think we are definitely 5 players short, and we need that quality. And the bad news just keeps getting more and more for Rovers. We've just heard today, later on, of course, as the days digested, that Rovers will not be signing Jean-Paul Van Heck. He looks like he's signing a new deal with Brighton and then fucking off to bloody Sunderland to join their promotion push. I'm sure they're in a much better position than we are, and it is a very, very bitter pill to swallow, considering. And look at Kadra, look at Einal Henamenovic, of course, at the back there for Sheffield United. 2 players that could have been pulling on the black and white shirts for Rovers, but opted for Sheffield United, opted for the bit of money, I would imagine. But because realistically, and no disrespect, but Paul Heckingbottom and John Dodd Thomason, yeah, I don't see there's much difference in those. There's no one saying Paul Heckingbottom's leaps and bounds ahead of John Dodd Thomason. Because if you were to flip these managers around, let's put it like that way, you flip these managers around, John Dodd Thomason is managing Sheffield United, Paul Heckingbottom is managing Blackburn Rovers. I think the scoreline's more. I think it'll be 5-0 to Sheffield United. So let's put some kudos on the Jon Dahl Tomasson. I don't think Heckingbottom is that good a manager, to be honest with you. He's been given a war chest of players. He's been given all the best players in the Championship, and he's been made to look like a manager. And again, maybe the Heckingbottom mould fits perfectly. Is a perfect fit for Sheffield United. But you take him out and you stick him in Luton, you stick him in bloody Stoke, you stick him in bloody Middlesbrough, and it probably wouldn't work out. So let's put that shit to bed. Heckingbottom ain't no stellar manager. He failed at Leeds. He's doing okay here because he has probably one of the top 2, if not top 3, squads in the Championship. I'm not bitter, I'm not twisted, I'm just saying facts. It's facts. He's a perfect fit for Sheffield United. They have it. But again, you flip the managers around, and I think Jon Dahl Tomasson wins this game even more than Heckingbottom. But we can't find that out. Regardless of all that, take a look at the starting 11s then, shall we? Of course, a stellar team, of course. Sheffield United Fotheringham between the sticks. I still think we have the better goalkeeper from that department, despite Lewis Hartley's starting combined 11. I would have went with Kaminski over Fotheringham. John Egan at the back there, of course, phenomenal centre-back. We could have done with any of these. Aino Anamanovic, of course. Reece Norrington Davis make up a strong back 3. Is he half Saudi Arabian? Is that what I'm seeing there? Reece Norrington Davis is half Saudi Arabian. Am I reading that right? Meanwhile, Sander Berge, of course, probably, if not definitely, the best player in the Championship. It is illegal. It's like a cheat mode having that kind of player in the Championship. It is balmy. He is by far streets ahead of anybody else in that sort of mode for a player. So a cheat mode already activated with Sander Berge. You're playing with like 3 extra guys. Let's put that into. John Fleck, despite his getting age, he can still bloody play a ball. He can play ball. He can kick a ball. He knows what shit is, and he is a big boss man midfielder. Somebody that we would be screaming at for right now. Yes, Buckley is okay, and there is talent in there. Travis, of course, is a one-shit pony. He's a shithouse merchant, and he'll put a tackle. He'll die for the badge, of course. But we could do with somebody like that in a Bradley Johnson mould of a couple of years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. We need some experience. We've been there down there before. Bradley Johnson, Stuart Downing. We need players. We need actual players. Tyler Morton. He's all right. He can pick a pass out, but does he know how to, mug the referee off for balls here, that left, right, and centre? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. George Baldock again, 29 years of age, but still a player. Max Lowe on the left hand side. Norwood as well, another decent player, 31 years of age. Kadra was pretty shit today. There's not much in that. There's not much in that. He had a chance to score a goal, but he fluffed his lines. Had a chance with chat with Jacob earlier. He ain't gonna reach the ceiling. He's not gonna peak and bust into the sea and even be a Premier League player. That's not bitter pills as well. I just know it. I think there's something. He probably is at his peak right now. He's probably punching above his weight at Sheffield United. I think they're a bit too big a club for him, and eventually that will get found out. Oliver McBurney again should have had a hat trick today, but he couldn't. Let's talk. That's a lot of talking about that. But let's talk about some of the subs. Iliman Ndiaye is a player. Wow. Now he is a completely different kettle of fish to that of Kadra. This guy has got skills. Ryan Brewster as well. Is he there? He must be there on a permanent. Am I right? He must be. But anyway, regardless, he's 22 years of age. He'll get goals eventually. And then again, Tommy Doyle on there. James McAtee as well. Daniel Jepson as well. Probably get some goals. Chris Basham even came on. We could do with him. We could do with him right now. We are so threadbare. Let's take a look at the squad then for Rovers. Kaminski between the sticks. Ayala Phillips, 17 years old, still wearing nappies. I think he had to change his nappies at some stage. We had to bring on a Dunn for him. Pickering at the back there. Travis, Buckley, Britton, Taylor Dunn. Actually, Taylor Dunn started that. Callum, Sam Gallagher, Diaz, and Smodic, who has been, despite his 1 goal against Swansea, he's been a bit woeful. He's not really had the chance. So hopefully, Stoke or maybe even Bradford City will be a chance for them to really see what he's all about. We did a couple of changes, just a couple of changes. Tyler Morton and Tyrese Dolan, threadbare. I'm quite disappointed that we didn't get to see Dylan McInday or Bradley Dacarino. So those are stuff that hopefully we will again see later on this week. Let's take a look at the shot grid then. Rovers, very miserable effort at the office. Gallagher with a couple, and that goes to show how bad it was. If it's Gallagher, the top shooting effort, nothing for Diaz. Absolutely nothing for Diaz. And as you can see, they absolutely peppered us with shots all over the place. Kadra had 1, Norwood had 4, 8 shots from 8 8 shots for McBurney. Absolutely 8 of them. 8 of the shots. That's more than us. Anna Lemenovic had 2. That's bloody pretty much equal to us. Absolutely ran riot over us. They had 630 touches to our 542, 431 passes, our 352 as well. Let's take a look at, of course, this is the whatchamacallit, the positional play. We play with a back 3, allegedly. Pickering, left-hand side of a back 3, not great, really. Looks 7.2 for Ashley Phillips. I think that's a bit of an overstatement, really. Kaminsky and Ayala, for me, man of the matches. Midfield was dire. Taylor Dunn was roaming. Diaz shit today. Gallagher, Smodic. And I did do this on my post-match reaction video. We'll talk about it in a minute. But look at Sheffield United. It is they've had some of these players for a long time now. Baldock, Norwood, Fleck, Egan at the back there. There are tried and trusted players who have worked for this team for a while, and they know what it's all about. They bleed for the badge. They do. We have some young guns trying to be something. We do need some experience. There's no question about that. And again, there will be a point, and hopefully there'll be a point where we will pick up these signings. I just hope it's not too soon or too late. Sorry, and we're already down in the shitter, because confidence is going to take a battering here today. Let's go big picture on this bad boy. Let's go. In fact, let's just do this. Let's get this out of the way. The heat maps for you. Sheffield United at the top, Rovers at the bottom there. Not much to get excited about. Absolutely, it's like a desert. It's like a desert there. We're hardly there. We're hardly there. Look at Sheffield United all over us. Goodness gracious me! But let's go full focus. Big shout out again, Blue Rose Capital. And again, make sure you vote for Blackburn Rovers. We're looking best in video. That's right, for an organisation, content creator, do it. Club content as well, Football League. I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. I'm just saying, vote. Keep Rovers relevant. But anyway, my crunch point here. Allegedly. And from the get-go, from moment one, our transfer guru, GB, Greg Broughton, has said we have got a healthy budget. Now, hopefully that still stands. Hopefully he didn't snot or blow all that away on Smodic and blow it all away on Callum Britton. Hopefully you still have that healthy budget. And why, oh why, is it taking so long? And it pisses me off. It pisses me off to no end that we get linked with players, Vandenberg, XYZ, blah, 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 and they get drawn out. I think I remember when it happened with Tosin under Rabayo. It got drawn out to the last day. I get it. Teams don't want to get rid of their players too soon, XYZ. If that's the case, then fucking move on. Don't be the mugs. We're being mugged off left, right, and centre. You know what? If they don't want to do business, then let's move on. You know what? Let someone else have them. You know what? We fucking missed John Paul Van Heck. Or was there any intention to do that? Was there any intention really to go for Reda Kadra? Was there any intention to go for Anna Hanovic? Or were you just sat there with your thumb up your arse doing nothing? Ben Davies, you either in or you out. You either in or you're out. Who else were we linked with? I'm sure there was other players that we linked with, but of course didn't go and it just didn't pan out. We are getting mugged off left, right, and centre. We are being made to look like idiots in the transfer window. Diaz, we love you. We appreciate the goals last season. A lot of people made a bit of money of you. You scored 20 before even the calendar year came out. Now do us a favour, get your own end sorted out. If you're going to stay here, then stay here. If not, then go. Then we know what's going to happen. We know who's going to be here for the fight. It's going to be a fight. We're going to be struggling. We're going to be scrapping for points. We're going to be trying to salvage this. I know it's early, and I'm talking about salvage the season, but we're coming into this on back-to-back 3-0 drubbins, and I can get this one. If this was the only one, I'd accept this. I'll take it on the chin. It wouldn't be down the dumps, but we were shit, absolutely bad against Reading, and now we follow it up with another 3-0 drubbin. There was no response, no real fight back. It just seemed to be, we're there. Have your wicked way with us. That's what it felt like for me today. There was no fight. 3 shots. They had 20 odd. Golly, make up, and you're supposed to be something special. If you're special up top scoring goals, you only have a shot according to my data. Absolutely 0 shots. Get your shit sorted out. Get Phillips's shit sorted out. These distractions are going to probably kibosh our transfer window. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to be twisted. I don't want to chew on this too long, but it's causing mayhem. We need to get our deals done and dusted. We don't want to be waiting, and then celebrate 5 fucking signings on deadline day, and they are the cast-offs, the has-beens of has-beens. Players who are playing with extra toes or missing digits or extra arms, I don't know, whatever it is. Get our shit sorted out now and not fuck about until the last day of the transfer window, where we're left with the scraps, the dollar store, the pound store regens that nobody else wants. Use your contacts, use your little black book, use your bloody Norwegian, your Scandinavian yellow pages, and get some players in. come on, you know, you should have come here with a little black book of names that you think, you know what, he's pretty decent. Let's get him on board X, Y, Z, and have us kitted out until for the next season. But no, it looks like you don't know what you're doing. It does look like you don't know what you're doing. But anyway, enough about me. What about JDT? Here he comes.
But we knew it when we came here that it was going to be tough. Sheffield United has an excellent squad, a lot of quality players. It's difficult to come here, so we knew it was going to be a challenge. And of course, also in the morning, losing Ryan Hedges, who's been one of the better players in the beginning. I think the squad looked a bit stretched, to be honest. Well-deserved victory. They were better than us during the whole game. We had a spell in the second half where I think we were in the game without taking the game to us, but we were in the game, especially the first 20-25 minutes after the halftime. I think you can see that we are playing a lot of games at the moment, just facts, and you can see that the squads are looking a bit stretched in that way. So I think disappointing losing. Feel sorry for the fans who travel with us. A lot of fans again, but a well-deserved victory. But I think it could be good to boost the dressing room a little bit with a couple of players.
Thomas Kaminski made some terrific saves in the second half. Did you feel the first goal, the free kick, Thomas will be disappointed a little bit with?
Thomas is a brilliant keeper. He always put high demand on himself. You need to put high demand on yourself if you want to become better. But this typical Thomas putting high demand, so he would be disappointed with each goal. Be very disappointed each goal that he concedes, like he always should be, because he's a professional player who wants to become better, and he's a very ambitious boy.
You changed the formation at half time. Did you feel for that first 10 minutes or so it was really working for you?
I think so. I think in the first half we had problems with rotating, doing the right things, so that was the reason for changing the formation. And I think first 20 minutes of second half it was all right. It was okay. I think they were not struggling, not at all, but we had a bit of momentum at that period for sure.
You said Wednesday night and you said yesterday you hate losing games. To lose 3-0 twice, Jon, how disappointing is it? What have you learnt in these last two games from this team after such a good start?
Yeah, and to be honest, you can see that the selection, the group is stretched. Huh? You saw that against West Brom actually as well at home. Just facts. We are on a project, and there will come those bumps on the road and I've been saying it a lot of time. I think I always start saying we lost 8 players, but I don't think I've been counting well. We lost more than 8 players, and only 3 came in so far, and I think you can see that. So first of all, I think Hayden Carter is back next week. That will help the squad a bit. Scott Wharton is also getting closer to be back, which is nice. So let's get a couple of players in so we can get the morale a little bit higher and boost the dressing room. I think that the fans deserve that as well.
Is it a little bit low in the dressing room right now after today? I
think it's always low when you lose a game, isn't it? As a manager, you're disappointed. As a player, you're disappointed. As a fan, you would be disappointed because you hate losing. You want to have a good performance in that way. So you're always disappointed losing games.
We know that it's difficult to get players in. 3 in so far, Jon. You said you lost 8 or more than 8. How many do you think realistically you're going to be able to bring in before the window closes? Because as every day goes by, you know as well as anyone else that time is running out.
Yeah, let's get one in each day, huh? That's a start, isn't it?
Is that likely to happen though?
I think you need to ask Greg and the club that they need to provide it, of course, and they need to do it. It's quite simple, isn't it? So, yeah, I don't think I can say any better things. You need to talk to Greg and the club regarding those questions. But you can of course see that we need players. Everybody can see that.
Is this week the strongest evidence of that, Jon?
No, I think everybody who's been looking into the things like we have done as a staff, of course. Then you see it. I think people, supporters, when you lose a lot of players in the beginning, if you compare for last season, I think the fans knows it as well. And the fans are not stupid at all. They see everything. So in that way, hopefully we can manage to do that.
Ash Phillips had to go off. How is he?
First of all, tremendous. The boy, he just became 17. He's learning at the work at the moment, you can say. This is of course a very hard learning school. I think he's doing well. If you compare, he just got a couple of starts, but yeah, he played a lot of games already, and probably too many as well.
Is he injured or more tired?
Yeah, let's see. I think he's tired, but of course, when you're playing that many games at this moment, which the boy have done, then you can easily get injured as well. Because if you're 17, just became 17, you've been playing like what he has, learning at the job. Yeah, that's actually not the way to bring a youngster.
I know Bradley on the pitch today, Bradley Dackyon. Was that purely tactical?
Yeah, I don't think that the game needed that, and of course in the end, when you only had one substitute moment, I didn't want to end with 10 men as well.
Meanwhile, what's been said on social media was taking a look at shall we die. Die313 said, couldn't agree more. Already seeing some ridiculous, not sure about JDT comments. Fundamentally, we need depth and players for this level. Sorry, Pickering. Let's wish Ben all the best. And cherry pick some talent to spread across the squad. Defence needs investment ASAP. Lewis Hartley, one of the Roverseas mafiosos, says 6 goals conceded in 2 games is no excuse. Another shy performance where most of the players only seem half-arsed. A lot of transfer business needs to be done soon, but we move on to the next game and hopefully 3 points. Jordan Kingsley said, don't remind us having a shot, at least have a go. Don't remember having a shot, but at least have a go. John Robinson said, not one single shot over 2 games. Might be a bit of a stretch, but close to the mark. A Rovers fan, Blue White Half, said, rest the lads against Bradford and regroup for the next league game. 4th after 5th game, still good turnout. GB needs to sort some players out for us to use. Greg Wallace said, well done, Sheffield United, fully deserved. Now I'm fully pissed off. Cheers. Gimp with a limp, 81, cool name. Feel sorry for the fans that travelled. Refund should be offered by all the players. Kelvin Wilkins said, Kaminsky, Arnold, Britton, Ardern are the only players who can take any pride from that today. Rovers, although they weren't helped with no direction, clear system or tactical awareness, very poor. Gareth Batsby said, this is it then for the season. Like I said a bit back, Rovers only ever seem to play well just so they can let us down harder by giving us fans hope. Adam Satsuki said, let's hope short-term pain, long-term gain. Show some patience and remember this is a project. That being said, the fact that we've left our squad so thin for this long during the window is unbelievable. Results no less than we deserve. Time for those behind the scenes to step up. Yes, step up. Start earning your fucking keep, mate. You're not just there to look pretty with your suit and the tie. You're supposed to be making signings. Get your ass out there. Get your little black book. Get on it. At home travel Warner said, it's clear that we need reinforcements. It was clear from before the last 2 games that we need more players. Clear as day now. We have to strengthen or start the season. Or the start of the season will have been all for nothing. Indeed. I'm at, who's this guy? Mr. Bishy said, it'll just be the same 46 games as last season. Yes, whatever that means, but appreciate it as well. Those are the thoughts and the wisdoms of the guys on Twitter. What about, of course, the results elsewhere? Let's take a little look at it. Norwich, of course, did beat Millwall. Josh Harder with a brace. That was on Friday night. Stoke did lose at home to Sunderland. That's, of course, giving us a bit of food for thought moving forward to the weekend's action when we take them on next Saturday. QPR, of course, Ian Beers Fish and Chips with a 1-1 draw against Rotherham. Burnley 3, Blackpool 3. Of course, but they both ended with 10 men. Burnley were 3-1 up. That's at Turd Moor. I know, all right. Birmingham 0, Wigan 1, 10-man Wigan as well. Good result for them. Preston 0, Watford 0, Reading 1, Middlesbrough 0. They've done them over. They've back-to-back clean sheets for Reading. They're on the climb. Swansea, of course, Russell Martin looks like an absolute mug right now. 2-0 loss to Luton Town. West Brom 5, Hull City 2. And, of course, Bristol City against Cardiff will be tomorrow. But this is the table as it stands. We are still sitting 4th, Reading are 3rd. Everyone thinks they're going to go down, but they're up there in 3rd. Watford in 2nd, Sheffield United 1st. It's 2 of the juggernauts leading the charge at the moment. Burnley all the way down to 50th. Of course, Huddersfield, Middlesbrough and Coventry going down. Stop the count. Stop the bloody count. That would be an absolutely fantastic way to end the season. But it ain't going to stop there because we go again next week. Taking on Luton Town, taking on Sheffield United on Friday, August the 26th. Of course, Sunderland against Norwich on the 27th. Borough, Swansea, Blackpool, Bristol City. Rovers take on Stoke City. Will be there. Non-stop coverage. Preview, review, watch along, all that kind of stuff. We'll have the vlog, hopefully, at Ewood, so I should be spoiled for choice in that regard. All the stuff, right all the way through it. Combined 11, maybe, and we'll hopefully have a chat with the fans. And Wizards of Drivel are queued up, lined up. We just got to make a date. Wigan Athletic against Burnley, another Northwest Crunch clash. That one. Hull City against Coventry. Again, Huddersfield, West Brom, Millwall, Reading, Watford, QPR, Rotherham, Birmingham, and then Cardiff, Preston. Very, very busy all week, but that is it. Be sure to give it some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Vote. Football Content Creator Awards. We are going for the 3 awards, and I just want to get recognition in one of them. Any one of them to do. Get our name read out. That's all we want. We're looking for best football club creator for Blackburn Rovers, best content creator, and best in video organisation, because there's a few of us now. And a big shout out to Blue Rose Capital for once again backing us here to the hilt. It's been a shit show, an absolute shit show, a bit of a shit show week for us. 6 goals conceded, no goals scored. Transfer window seems to be tumbleweed after tumbleweed. Big week ahead. We got a cup match, of course. Bradford and Jacob will be there covering that game from, of course, preview all the way through to the bitter end, and you might even squeeze another vlog out of him. But that is it. Let's get this week done. Get some transfer windows sorted out. Get some business in here. Vandenberg needs to come in for sure. And then hopefully 4 others. We need 4 others. We need some experience. None of this loanee bullshit. Get some signings in, please. Some permanent. Someone who have got to fucking play for the badge. These loanees only do us for like 2 minutes. Look at it. There is no loyalty. There is no fucking loyalty in loanees. They might play a little bit for the season, but they're not going to be there. They're not going to care. They're not going to care in the final destination. Just look at Kadra. He's sticking a right old fucking royal finger up our arse. And Jean-Paul Van Heck sticking another royal finger up our arse by saying, you know what? Yeah, it was great, good season and all that. I won the Player of the Year and all this kind of horseshit, but I'm playing for Sunderland now. Fuck you. Let's get some actual signings who want to be on a journey with us, who want to be on a fight, who have dreams of playing in the Premier League. Let's get some of those guys in. Not some of these guys are here for 6 months, 8 months, something like that, and then just fucking fuck off back to their parent club and don't give a rat's ass where we end up. Just look at it. Look at the ones in the past. They've not kept tossing under a bar. Doesn't give a rat's ass about us now. Taylor Harder-Bellis, he plays for fucking Burnley now. Come on, guys, let's get some actual signings. People want to play for the badge. People want to go somewhere with this, with us. Not some of these half-asses who are just going to be here for 2 minutes and then fuck off, go somewhere else. Let's get it done, get some business done, and just fucking get on with it. Just get on with it. I'm out of here.